Alright, I'm doing another video on racism in America. I know that gets a little bit boring, and it could be sort of a hot button topic to some. But the news is that there's a legislator in Arkansas who's written a book where in this book he defends slavery. The legislator is named John Hubbard, and the book that he's written is called Letters to the Editor, Confessions of a Frustrated Conservative. And in this letter, of course he's white, white legislator in Arkansas, the South, the old Confederacy, right? And he's trying. The Southerners always try to defend slavery, sort of, you know. And so in this, he says, I'll quote directly, the institution of slavery that the black race has long believed to be an abomination upon its people may actually have been a blessing in disguise. The blacks who could endure, this is the big if. Oh, this is my, this is my editorial comment here. This is the big if in this one. Back to the quote. The blacks who could endure those conditions and circumstances would someday be rewarded with citizenship in the greatest nation ever established on the face of the earth. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let me just talk about that big if clause. If you could survive the horrendous voyage across the Atlantic in the slave ships, which many didn't. And then if you could survive 200 years of brutal slavery, and then if you were lucky enough maybe to be around when the Civil War was fought because the slavery did not want, or the South did not want to give up slavery. And then if you could survive the 100 years of Jim Crow and discrimination and segregation and just horrible apartheid after the Civil War, after slavery had been abolished, but there was this Jim Crow discrimination that lasted until the 60s. So we're talking about, what, 300 years now of endurance? You know what? And if we hadn't fought the Civil War, well, who knows how longer slavery would have gone on had the Civil War not occurred, and how much more slavery would have spread to the western states. And then who knows how long there would have been this discrimination, this Jim Crow, if the northern states and the civil rights movement hadn't occurred in the North and in the rest of the nation that gave blacks the right to vote, better education, rights to go into public areas, etc. That didn't occur until the 1960s when blacks were actually allowed to vote. So we're not talking that long ago. Southerners, good. So yeah, the Arkansas legislator and his stupid book, and the whites in the South, they still are trying to defend slavery. Pretty amazing. All right, it's in the Huffington Post. I'll link it up.